Hunger Pains. It all started in the winter of 2013. Upon coming home from the military, I was faced with a decision that I had to make. I had to choose which direction to take my life in. This is the pivotal moment in which I decided that music was going to be what I fully pursue. After deciding this, I had gotten introduced to a few artists and creative minds that ended up holding a very big part in the creation of this project, including Felix Black, Inno, JD the videographer, and through this process, we all formed together throughout the summer, and we had gotten our own studio, all while I was just starting school for music business at a local community college. And that's where I met Jake Kierson. This right here is the man that taught me how to engineer from the start. Oh, no. I took his class, and he's the reason that I learned how to engineer and produce and mix all my own work myself.
I'm proud of you. You make me proud.
That I can't even.
Glad that I do this, and glad that I take the trouble.
I can't even tell you how much growing I did in this room. Like sitting in one of these, I've sat in every one of these chairs, probably except for the one that he's in. Yeah, and I really gave myself out in this project. I really want people to feel, and like, I want people to feel like they were in the studio with us during this process. Like this is what it is. Like this was created like in the underground, like in the dungeon, in the basement, whatever you call it. Like, and I want it to sound and feel like that. I want people to, you know, feel like they were with us. You want me to run through some of the tracks with you?
Sure, you bet.
Yeah.
This world is everything that I know. In search of a better life, prevail through the darkest nights. But I'm not striving to be Bruce Wayne, man. Yo, I'm just saying they complacent. We're being in the basement, blazing all the making no shine.
That took us so long trying to get that vocal, that telephone effect, but taking out that piercing frequency.
Rain days, cold nights, rain days, cold nights.
I can hear pieces of me.
Yeah.
In there, and the way that you have the sounds separated from each other.
Yeah.
You know, that when you first came to me, you didn't have that going on at all. And I'm like going, hey, you know what? That's his tune, but I did that.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And like, way to go, congratulations. It makes me even prouder. I am so pleased with your separation and your layering, your use of like all the stuff that we talked about so many times. You're carrying this forward into the future for me. You know, like, damn.
I appreciate all your time, man. It was so good seeing you.
It's very good to see you. Never stop.
Definitely.
That's the most important thing.
Definitely.
Never stop.
When we had first gotten in the studio, I literally locked myself in there for the first 3 days, all alone, and that's when I wrote Cold Reality. I looped the beat for 3 days straight until I finished it. As the fall started to approach, we were faced with the problem with the cold, and we couldn't afford heat, but that didn't stop us. The hunger surpassed any other humane feeling. I would arrive home sick throughout the most random hours in the night, from being in the studio in a single-digit temperature for 6 to 8 hours plus at a time. I could still recall wearing 4 pairs of everything and going to the studio. So this right here, man, this is where all Hunger Pains is basically recorded. It's crazy. We can't even get in the room right now. That was it right there. That was the door. It's crazy, man. I mean, this is where all Hunger Pains is really recorded. We spent numerous hours in here in the freezing cold. And it's funny, if you look right here, actually, this wall, you can kind of see the line. Someone came in one day and broke into our studio, cut down this wall. They came in and took our microphone and our headphones, and we had clients coming to record later that night. So me and Scandal, we had to make an impulsive, spontaneous run to Guitar Center, like 45 minutes away, get new microphone, new headphones, come back, and we made like half the money back later that night. There's memories in this place for sure that will live on forever, whether anyone knows it or not, right there in that room. That's where it all went down. Something beyond my knowledge started to arise. I began secluding myself and really losing touch with myself, and while I didn't see it, my friends were all worried and sat me down for an intervention. I lived, breathed, and slept music. And I really didn't know how to hold a normal conversation with somebody unless it was about music. I knew this was my calling and my way out, even when nobody else did. I put every dollar from my part-time job towards this. It's been 3 years in the making. I started making Hunger Pains at a much more amateur stage in my career, and these amateur recording practices in extreme temperatures give this project the special nitty-gritty feel that I feel it embodies. It reminds me of my come-up, where I came from, and where I'm going.
I don't know, it's like when my pen hits the paper. A feeling is born and it just starts to flow out from my nature. No opinion.
Hunger Pains, to me, is the everlasting hunger for more. As humans, we will never be satisfied. There's always a hunger for more. And in this case, I'm ready for the top. I'm ready for my success. This is my Hunger Pains.
For this right here, sit back, let my words hit you. Let my brush paint you a vivid picture. Yeah, the world is so cold. I hope I never see my kids grow old.